The best thing you have is the pack line, which I'll give you a lot of credit. Pack line looks pretty good. Firing through the smoke. Last shot gets the kills. Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a 4v4 on the map Milam El Hafa. We got a number of key combatants here today. 3 Doc, 1 Vermach, and 2 Americans with 1 Brit. If you have a replay, by the way, before I jump into it, submit to my Gmail or Discord. Links are down below, as well as there's always the CoH3 replay website you can always check out that has some higher tier replays I usually pull from if I need to. Usually right after a patch. Anyway, let's see what we're dealing with. Normal Brit, American with Pathfinders, basic, and then Royal Engineer focus. And then on the dock side, we got ourselves Palm Grenadiers, Panzer Pioneers, a lot of them, MGs and a Pioneer, and actually 2 Palm Grenadiers and a Panzer Pioneer. So nothing too crazy. Already I see Air and Sea, Australians, we got Panzerjäger, and we also got ourselves Armored Support. So, okay, not too shabby with our choice, anyway, of battle group. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. That was not the case. But anyway, player-wise, I just saw 3. I'm like, damn it. Greyshot already a minute in, making a mistake. Panzer Pioneers get in the building, but looks like Royal Engineers and MG are going to keep pressure on them. Though they're trying to hit this MG, not in cover, by the way. Anyway, player-wise, we got ourselves Dino. We got ourselves Jensmus. We got Telling. And we also got Michael versus Saigan. We also got Lichu, Inky, and General Field Marshal. Alright. Royal Engineer Swarm is going to hit the Panzer Pioneers in the infantry section. I feel like Lichu is going to have some issues with the amount of British forces right there. Meanwhile, in mid, it looks like we got a heavy support focus. Pioneers already retreating. We got an MG over here hitting the Pathfinders, another MG keeping these Pathfinders at bay. Pathfinders, of course, have the smoke upgrades. They could deal with this as well as good sight and some good DPS if they can not take too many hits themselves. And then north, we got ourselves Telling pushing up with as the American. We got Engineers hitting Panzer Pioneers, already taking some hits from the Panzer Pioneers at range. Palm Grenadiers taking the VP with some additional forces on the Riflemen. There's only one guy here versus 2. Right, these Riflemen should win that battle. It's really just going to tell if there's like additional support or anything that comes its way. Alright, after a quick fix and realizing that I started glowing there for a second, hopefully look a little better. Anyway, we got the Panzer Pioneers, Palm Grenadiers already pretty low. Engineers already about to be picked. Are they going to be the first pick of the game? Palm Grenadiers are trying, but are unable to get that. Looks like Panzer Pioneers are holding back here with Palm Grenadiers. Panzer Pioneers moving in with the motorcycle team against Royal Engineers, but they're already taking like the Muni. They're putting pressure on the fuel. Like the Germans are not looking great in the southern area. The north, it looks like a bit better. As Riflemen now engaging another Palm Grenadier squad. But again, they're in cover. It's going to take time for them to wear down that unit. Pathfinders are moving in though. We got actually a decent amount of Pathfinders. A nice flare. So the German player has a mortar here. Already gotten a veterancy upgrade with his troops. Which is good. Again, it gets some extra... Wait, Palm Grenadier pulling back. They're going for the cutoff, so it doesn't really matter how good the Germans do holding territory and taking it. It's just not going to work out. Because they're going to be cut off. So no resources for that entire top area. So Riflemen do eventually break through, and looks like they're pushing for the fuel and the Muni. So we can see a double Muni allied early game, which would be really bad to deal with. Panzer Pioneers, it looks like it's a bit of a spam, because I'm seeing, what, 4 squads? This is all by Lichu. That's a lot of Panzer Pioneers. And again, I understand you're going Panzerjäger, but without half-tracks, because you're not really doing that. You're not going to do like a grenade launcher spam, which we've seen in a recent game. That's not really the case. So, and I already see one with a flamethrower, so I'm really unsure why you're going that. I guess just having men. But as you can see, Michael's having enough pressure. Good rifle grenade, kills 2 models, and is going to easily push them back without too much concern. Infantry section as well, backed up by a 2-pounder. So again, any armor that comes in is going to be swiftly dealt with. So the British are ready for that. Alright, Panzer Pioneers pull back from the MG, and it looks like down south they're doing okay. There's double half-tracks by Saigan. Again, they already got hit by either an AT grenade, it looks like, a mine. I'm not seeing a mine hits, maybe AT grenade. We already saw rifle grenades over here, so maybe? Here, let me double check that real quick. Do you guys have... Yeah, they both have rifle grenades, okay. Nice quick thing. No? Anyway, it looks like they have the AT capability to hold back the half-tracks. We'll see how effective that is. Or maybe, you know, maybe the half-tracks can do something in terms of have additional infantry support or something to break through the AT line. But right now with the Australians getting the cheap AT and stuff, it's just going to be hard. And right now with, again, the Muni, they're getting 77, 80, oh my god, 87 Muni, and they're about to lose that, don't get me wrong, but 87 Muni, 5 minutes into a little over 5 minutes into the game. That's really good. That's really good for the Allies. Dino manages to push on in, push the half-track back. So that's, yeah, they're just going to keep that Muni. 82 Muni. Damn, that is hell of a amount. Speaking of large amounts, Pathfinder spam is apparently on the cards today. So, Palm Grenadier's already pretty low. Looks like he's trying to engage. I don't know if he's trying to engage in order to get, like, a reinforce. If he's trying to get the reinforce, you have to unlock other things than the Paratrooper and the Pathfinder. You would have to unlock... I mean, I guess you could get a free... It's Smoke and Recon. I think Smoke's free, and then you can get the reinforcement. So he could do that, reinforce these Pathfinders. That may be the reason, or maybe save up for a half-track. He's already getting the building, so maybe that's what the manpower support is for. Half-track coming in by Saigan, so he's like, okay, if I can't push on my side, I'm going to at least help my allies out. Telling taking a little damage, though I think that mortar was the German mortar. So, you know, not a great thing right there. Anyway, Rifleman is chilling in this sector. We got Pioneers, Engineers placing down mines. Oh, okay, Motorcycle team trying to go for the cutoff, so, you know, limit the insane number of Muni the Allies are getting. Fuel-wise, it's not too much of a difference, but yeah, it's still an active amount. All the Pathfinders retreated. So it looks like he'll just reinforce back at base. A base he does have a medical, so he can reinforce and then get those extra supplies. Cash was placed, and it's a reinforcement one that's very early on and very risky, just because of the fact that, yes, you have a truck here to heal. That's solid. Good job. But the enemy is right here. So if they really wanted to press, it's not hard. And, you know, the British, not known for their artillery. Oh, scratch that. They have the bishops. They have the battle groups that are specialized in more arty and with airburst shells and stuff like that. Heck, even the Australians that we have to deal with here have the, what's it called? The creeping barrage that they could just level that with. They probably will just use the mortars they have right on standby, but what I'm trying to say is there's plenty of options the Allies have. Allies are also apparently going demo mode and bringing down every structure. they watched they watched Band of Brothers and were like, yeah, we're not making that mistake again. Yeah, I know it's in the future, but we're not making that mistake. Half-track coming around. He has a assault grenadier in it. Looks like he's gonna open fire and try to kill all 3 squads. The MG, the Royal Engineers. Grenades are thrown. MG might die here. It is very close. Half-track is about to croak. We got reinforcements from Dino coming on over. Half-track goes down thanks to the Royal Engineers. Again, Royal Engineers pretty solid close range. They were doing quite a bit. And the assault grenadier is sent running. Reinforcements can be done over here thanks to this truck. Motorcycle team, though, is still alive and decapping that fuel. Muni's been decapped. Half-track moving in with Gustatori, moving it along the side. They're hoping to burn the British. British have easily 3 squads infantry section and a Royal Engineer. No flamethrower, though, so no super attack into these guys. But these guys are in the building and can just start spraying fire. Oh, yeah, more troops coming on in, thanks to Lichu. So, again, it's going to be a hard fight for the Brits, but as long as they have that reinforcement position, they might still be okay. Oh, wait, hold on. AT gun from the 2-pounder is neutralized. He's trying to pull the troops back. He does manage to, and they are actually reinforcing still. Panzer Pioneer blob with the Panzerjäger squad, because this says AT, is annoying, but it looks like the British player is holding decently well and slowly wearing them down. 1 unit's already dead, so excellent kill. 2 Panzer Pioneers are, oh, now they retreat. A 3rd one may die here if the British can focus on it. We're not seeing it. AT forces are hitting the half-track. And it looks like the British will be okay. Speaking of the Brits, what's the other Brit doing? So Michael has air and sea. Oh, right, duh, commandos. Okay, so he has commandos out and already a bishop. So we already have the artillery. You hate to see it if you're the Germans. You love to see it if you're the Allies. Allied players, by the way, also have Rangers out with potentially a free bazooka squad if they wanted it. You gonna give it to a scout unit? I mean, I guess it's fine. Just give it to them. That way they can do something later on. We already have a support gun opening fire on the Rangers. Rangers are hitting the infantry with bazooka fire. Palm Grenadiers already veteran squad leaders and upgrades, so that makes them a little bit more formidable. But we're dealing with Rangers, so they are going to need all the help they can get. Yeah, anyway, mid is just locked down. This man has gone full MG spam with AT guns and everything else. This man is support spamming to the nth, like, to an insane degree. We also got ourselves the Pinch Pioneers moving on in. They stopped the cap in mid. Looks like VP-wise, it's actually going against the Allies by about 70. It's a 70-point difference for the Allies, but it is going against them right now, so they can slowly catch up on that lead. Like the Germans can, I mean. Gustatori now with a second squad on the field are helping the Panzer Pioneers that are in front with these guys in the back to help deal with, I guess, any major issues. Also, I'm noticing caches, so good job by at least the Allies for putting caches down, though these, I guess, yeah, they make more sense. I mean, yeah, you want to get as much fuel as possible. The Allies already got their hit with the Muni. They're like, we need more resources. But they might get it. Pathfinders looks like they're still being spammed out with a whole bunch of paratroopers. So, Jensmis is like, yes, I will spam as many airborne units as I possibly can, but he has AT and he has long-range scouting units, so overall not too shabby. Meanwhile, the only catch is he's blobbing, so a good Stuka could easily deal with this. Goliath, potentially. Like, there's a few different things you could do against this blob. Mines are a good alternative, and of course MG fire, bunkers, that way suppress. Although, the only thing about MG, stuff like that, would be the smoke you have to deal with this. So that could be an issue. German forces have pressed the Allies actually out of the city in the bottom of the map, and looks like they will try to grab the fuel. We're engineers about to die here. Wow, is it not dead? Pinch Pioneers do not engage. That is a... yeah. I think that's a pretty bad play. I think going for the kill could have easily helped. Did not do that. So, yeah. Always try to get the kill if you can. The enemy will not be so kind. Anyway, we got two Nebelwerfers welcoming on in, so at least the middle player, who is... God, what's this guy's name again? Inky. Right. I should have remembered Inky. Anyway, Pathfinders and paratroopers being pushed back. Looks like already one squad of paratroopers either retreated or got forced away elsewhere, but support gun fire, among other things, are mortar fire is keeping them away. I hear a Nebelwerfer opening fire. It looks like we got a good hit on the paratrooper squad. The blob will pull back. Again, if he wants, he can do the reinforcement thing. He has the Muni for it, and I believe enough points to unlock it, but so far that is not the case. Alright, so at least the Germans having middle is something. Right now the flanks have been a little bit iffy. And I'll be curious to see if these Germans players in the south, so Saigan and Li Chu, can play a strong defensive game. We've seen them do pretty well on the offense with heavier infantry along with Pinch Pioneers kind of guarding. I hope they have enough firepower to defend, but and defenses, but so far the only thing I see right now is one mine. A well-placed mine, because as soon as they walk in, they're going to hit it. But it only gets one model, unfortunately. But still, I mean, at least it hits something. And there's more attempted to go down. Not sure what's going on there. But yeah, no, British forces moving on in. There is a flare, so of course, I mean, the Germans could see that. And now the catch is, do they have anything to hit it with? And right now, armor-wise, we have a flak filling on the field, half-track, and oh my god, I didn't even realize that General Field Marshal is not really commanding all that many troops. He is significantly down in men, and needs a lot more if he wants to do something. Meanwhile, the Allies, who are currently not that far ahead in fuel, are really happy with all the cash they placed down, because they have the Bishop, they have a Sherman, they have two Shermans, actually, and a Matilda coming onto the field. So they have, you know, a good amount of armor. So that's pretty solid stuff. Meanwhile, Flakfling is immediately dead thanks to the Sherman, now vet 1. Alright. So again, Talon Infantry, what is Inky gone? Mechanized, so we could potentially see some artillery. No, we have 8 reds. And more veterancy. I mean, okay, that's good. You got veterancy troops. Maybe the pack guns are meant to deal with armor and the 8 reds infantry. Still a weird play. We'll have to see how it pans out. Half Track is giving chase with AT crew. It's actually doing some damage, decent damage to the Sherman, though the Half Track immediately blows up. So not great stuff there. Meanwhile, we got a medical truck prepping to reinforce. Royal Engineers are there. More mines are detonating, forcing the infantry back. So, British are slowly pushing up. We haven't seen heavy resistance to these guys yet. If anything, we're just seeing the Germans really line up defenses in case they push a different direction. Matilda is on the field, rolling on up. So, we finally have some armor that is probably going to crack in the middle of town. We do have a 2-pounder and a Pack 38, so we have decent AT options for the Germans. But again, no armor, which is the weird thing. Oh, there we go. We got ourselves an elephant. Okay. Bold strategy. I've seen this one before. It mostly was a deterrent. It really wasn't, you know, very effective. But hey, maybe I'll be wrong and Li Chu will use that elephant to the best of its ability. But I have my doubts. Stuka moving on in, and again, that could do quite a bit to these infantry groups. We've seen blobs, both sides, as you can see right here. Again, a good Stuka strike can absolutely pulverize the allies. So, give credit where credit's due. We'll have to see how it goes. Pack 38 gets a good shot on the Matilda. Grenades push back the infantry section. Goose Story moving on in. They're getting in the building, I think. Nope, they're just moving along the side. British forces by Michael are coming in. 2-pounder might be up for the taking. So that would be nice to get that back. Elephant's moving up, but it can't do anything. Really, I don't know what the plan is. It genuinely cannot do anything. I don't know. Anyway. Goose Story pulling back. Again, they have the reinforcement point here. It'll hold back the Matilda, but I don't know about the rest of the infantry. That's the key issue. Meanwhile, we have 8 reds moving in against the Sherman. When the Germans mentioned mechanized warfare, I don't think this is what they had in mind versus tanks. Because, yeah. Okay, here we go. That's what they probably meant. 3 pack guns opening fire on the Sherman. Sherman actually pushing forward. There are some mines right there. I guess, what are we looking at? Oh, it's Inky's mine. Okay, so at least he's placing defenses in mid. That's pretty smart. That way his pack line could return fire. Meanwhile, Sherman is healing up thanks to the heal point here. We have another Sherman. So, did they go armored? Jensmis and, let's see. Telling. We got Rangers and Airborne combined with, let's see. There we go. Yeah, they both went mechanized in the base. So, let's have a battle group that's focused on infantry. And then we'll use our, you know, the extra slot in the base instead of focusing on infantry and or airstrikes, call-ins. Let's focus on good armor tech, so that way we have complementary armor to our infantry specials. So okay, not a bad play. We already have 76 guns on these Shermans, so Jensmis is ready. Meanwhile, the elephants getting healed already took a beating. I'm not sure how. Flakfling is on the field trying to shoot down the plane. Meanwhile, infantry section are taking the victory point back, so the Germans are actually ahead by about 80 points now. We'll see how long that lasts. Infantry section could probably take out that cache if they really wanted to focus. Assault Grenadiers have AT rifles. Why did you give them AT rifles? Why? They're good close range. More artillery coming on in thanks to the British base. Again, that'll just keep the pressure and hopefully kill the cache. Which is not even, again, not even giving fuel or resources. That's what this one's good for. Looks. Oh, okay, here we go. At the very least, Sagan managed to be like, I'm putting the cache further back. This is not tenable. I'm not going to put a... Yeah, I don't want to put anywhere past this point. Meanwhile, we have armor just moving in, clearing off the... killing the motorcycle team. And it looks like killing whatever's left of General Field Marshal's troops. He has, I mean, he also has infantry section, and looks like the flamethrowers managed to kill a ranger squad. Damn. So, not too shabby. Giving that scout unit a bazooka team looks like was a good call. They lasted longer than another ranger squad. But that said, the Shermans have really nothing to worry about. They managed to overwhelm the AT, and the northern sector is pretty much in like a very weak position for the Allies to exploit. Looks like the blob over here managed to push back a lot of Inky's forces. All right, Inky is trying to reorganize his men, but all 3 of his MGs are gone. So I don't think that's a good call. I don't also think that 8 rads are that good of an idea, especially when the enemy has a paratrooper blob and a ranger blob. So your 8 rads really can't stand up to it. And it's not like the Doc variant where you can get additional health and speed and all this other stuff to make it like more capable. You're kind of stuck with what you got unless you give them more veterancy, which you did give them veterancy, I'll give you that, but I don't know. Meanwhile, we have Telling also having 76 Shermans, so we got 4 Shermans with upgraded guns pressing in multiple directions on you. The best thing you have is the pack line, which I'll give you a lot of credit. Pack line looks pretty good. Firing through the smoke, last shot gets the kill. So you know what, Inky, I have to be honest, that was a pretty good salvo. That's a pretty good defensive line. So Inky is double. I mean, at the very least, he killed a Sherman. But I still feel like this is a very weird choice for a focus. But especially because you have no frontline troops, so you can't really press. You kind of have to you have to cap with support. Meanwhile, Shermans are coming on in, backed up by 2 Grants. Looks like Michael has gotten additional firepower, and they're pressing on the Panzer Pioneers. Elephant is hitting the Shermans, but while it hurts the Shermans, we have Grants moving on in against the Elephant, and we also have a call-in. Right now, that call-in is Allied air support from Air and Sea, hitting the Elephant. And yeah, right now the Grant is pretty weak, but looks like with the bazooka team, he's not going to return fire. Instead, he's going to pull back, and right now the pack line is even under threat. 8 rads coming on in, opening fire. 1 is very low, but it's in the front, so it's having trouble moving away. There it goes. For 2 8 rads, paratroopers, actually, no, they're losing a decent amount. Not insane, but they are losing a good clip of health every time they fire. All right, MGs are still there. Paratrooper squad is almost dead, thanks to, in part, the 8 rad fire support. They are very close to killing the unit. 2 Shermans, though, are coming on in to save their best buddy. And they... Oh, literally the last shot killed them. All right. Not a great trade, but at least you got the kill. So, all right. Looks like Jensmis is going to start feeling it. Meanwhile, looks like we had bombing support. Lichu dropping mines. Right on the Matildas. That's unfortunate for Dino. 17-pounder, though, is right there to help push back the Elephant. Matildas can easily hold up against a single pack gun if the Elephant's not engaging, and slowly wear it down with Folkvards providing infantry support, at least grabbing that position. Looks like the infantry, though, is coming on in with the newly healed Elephant. Mines now detonating, and this is where the Matildas are really going to start having issues. Oh, no. All right, 17-pounder. Get some good shots. Elephant is almost dead. He's moving up. We do have some fire support coming in over here. Elephant's still moving. He's trying to get a kill. Meanwhile, we have artillery support thanks to the Italian battle group, the 305 Obice shots. Matildas are pretty weak. AT gun is down. Infantry's still pressing. But it looks like the attack is now stalling and pulling away. Though Gustatori can take mid and keep the pressure on the Allies. Axis still have a decent lead and are putting the pressure on the Allies, at least currently VP-wise. A-Rad's once again going for the kill. Very close. But here comes the Shermans to ruin that. Is there any AT to stop them? Yes, but not in position. 1 is setting up. There's 2. Can we get 3? This guy's hiding in smoke. There they go. They're returning fire. We got some good, okay hits, but 1 shot 2 shots on one shot on the other actually penetrating. But that said, Cedarteal's pulling on back. Infantry's actually going to grab the bottom victory point, and the elephants are still there. Not elephants. The Grant's still there. The elephant is nowhere in sight. It is actually looking away, getting heals. So that's pretty bad. A lot of German equipment just lying around the battlefield. Oh, actually, I take that back. Looks like the Allies murdered a lot of it, so that's good. You don't want it just, you know, lying about. Meanwhile, we got ourselves a Tiger tank by General Field Marshal. He's like, you know what? Things are not going my way, but what if you got me a Tiger? Huh? You got me a Tiger? I could do something with that? And he does. Sherman is forced to pull back. It does telling have the armor upgrades for it. We got the 76 conversion, sure, but we got rapid repairs. Oh, we do have the improvised armor. Okay, good. So that essentially the Sherman can take an additional shot. I believe it's like 160 health, but still, it's a good amount of health that you're getting. So 720, 560, is that right? It is upped, so we can take additional shots. But let's see. Can I? No, I wish I could see the upgrades. That would be nice. Let's see. Oh, it just says heavy barrel. Cool. Again, this is, some things I do wish is I could be like, oh, look, you can see the specifics here. But yeah, I believe improvised armor does increase the Shermans by another shot of health, if I recall. Like, wait, 720, oh, wait, maybe it's 120. Maybe I'm thinking of that. Well, I'll find out and leave it there, so future me can inform me. Archers on the field. Again, not bad to fight off an elephant, but again, you have to make sure the elephant doesn't shoot it, because that definitely doesn't have a lot of health until it gets some additional veterancy. And there it goes. Okay, elephant just 2-shotted it. Matilda backing on up, very low on health. Let's see, elephant's up to vet 2. So it's doing something right. Although, guys, I don't know if you've heard this one before, but this elephant has a crippled engine. I know that never happens with elephants, but guys, it's pretty reduced in speed. Alright. Meanwhile, veteran C, let's see, what am I looking at? Oh, 3 vehicles. Okay. Not too shabby. Commando's keeping range, or sight on it, while the Grant moves on in. Elephant returning fire. Gets 1 shot. Can the Grant's basically fighting forward, so you trying to get around with the Grant's not the smartest idea. Can the elephant? Nope, misses the final shot. Commandos throw a grenade, but Victoria's gonna kill it. Yeah, not the smartest move to try to chase down the Grant, because you need full firepower on it. You can't get around it like a Crusader or no, really, with speed, it's gonna be the Crusader. Yeah, and you know, get some good hits from behind. More mines coming down. That might damage this Matilda if more mines hit it. We'll have to see. In mid, we got Panther on the field. That sounds a lot better than, well, you know, 8 red spam, but what do I know? I mean, to be fair, I get why. Oh my god, this man has 4 pioneers. He's gonna heal like that. It's like, oh fine, the Americans have repair stations? Well, look at me. Alright, Gustatori gonna provide heals for this Tiger. Luckily, they are engineers. Northern area is completely open. Sherman had to pull back. Meanwhile, we have a battle for mid. This Matilda's still healing. That's good. Sorry, let me... Oh, by the way, we do have 2 Tigers. So we have this Tiger under Saigan, as well as another Tiger up north. So the Germans have deployed their heavy tanks. Look. And they still have the lead victory point-wise. You just need another one. Gustatori might be able to grab this one. Be relatively fine. The biggest issue I see is maybe mid. Where's all the AT guns? So the AT guns are kind of scattered about. Nebwerfers have decent kills, it looks like. Let's see. 6. This vet 3-1 has 15. Not bad. Ranger Blob is coming on in. This is the biggest issue. Because, again, those things are just going to swarm. And if they swarm right, be in for a lot of hurt. Meanwhile, we got additional shots on it. There goes another pack gun. Is he just targeting? 2 pack guns have been neutralized. 3rd one's off. And, yep, there's the Sherman. That was coordinated. Sniper as well providing sight, just in case they see anything. Looks like they might remand this. Or maybe it was a fourth one I didn't know about, but there it goes. Meanwhile, the elephant's under heavy fire. This Grant's pushing on him, but he thinks he can kill it this time. Packgun's trying to prove him wrong and return fire. 70-pounder bounces off the elephant. Alright. Elephant's somehow surviving in a decent way. Meanwhile, this panther is definitely not surviving. There we go. Sherman's moving on in. Rangers are dealing with the remaining armor. Killed the 8-rad. And now, but here's the thing, they're moving up right on the back lines. Are we going to move into it, or are we just running to escape? Panzer Pioneer's now under fire. That could be an easy kill for them. Again, good job, Jensmith. Alright, easy kill. Ranger Squad is lighting up the Panther. They're pulling back. We got more mines being dropped over here. But I don't think they're really caring at this point. The northern sector, at the very least, taken by General Field Marshal is a good plus. Problem is, Tiger hit a mine. And right now, they need some additional AT. Oh, double pack 38s. That's actually, you know, not half bad. Germans take a couple of hits. They're going to pull away. Tiger is going to need some heals, but Gustatori are just chilling. Again, Panther needs to probably hang out next to one of the other armor units, because if 3 Shermans hit it, it's going to really have a bad day. Or the paratroop squads. Meanwhile, the Tiger is now holding this other victory point. 70-pounder still firing. Do they have something to neutral? Stuka was knocked out. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. How they... Bishop fire, maybe? Or a direct strike? We got the Bishop over here. So maybe. Meanwhile, we got double Archer and double Matilda, so they have good armor. Not great armor, but, you know, Matilda's good enough, and at least take hits while the Archers dish out the damage. Meanwhile, the Sherman blob is real. We have 3 Shermans, along with 2 additional ones here that are pretty much healed. They're moving up to help the Grants. There's only one, or Grant. Oh, there's a second one coming on out. So, oh, we have some recon. So Jensmith is potentially thinking about pushing on this man. AA, though, immediately shoots down the plane. Oh, never mind. It's trying to shoot down the plane. Wow, double AA, and it's still holding pretty well. All right, we got air support coming on in. I'm just gonna put this here. I feel like this is gonna be a good angle. Bombers come on in. Pack guns are all neutralized. The elephant took the full brunt of the airstrike, and a couple archers put it down for good. Damn, you should have looked at the weather report, because chance of rain, in this case, chance of bombs, was 100%. Meanwhile, Matilda's pushing on up with the Grant as well. AT guns being picked up, but here comes the Shermans killing the Flakverlings, and Lichu essentially has no army. The Tiger is now backing up behind the building, whereas all the armor is just killing Saigan and his Gustatori. Alright, there's a single Panther coming on in. But, oh, 2 Panthers. That's slightly better. Slightly.
25 points left.
Alright. So, victory point-wise, it is pretty... Wait. Oh my god. I didn't even realize. Yeah, the Germans had the lead. And now the Allies are taking the victory points because they've pretty much been fully, yeah, they've been fully, well, they've been destroyed in the south, and now all the capture points being taken up by the Allies with the drop of paratroopers on this one. Gustatori trying its best to reveal the Shermans. One AT gun with a Tiger was doing okay. But, again, Panthers arrived way too late to assist. The elephant dying from the airstrike didn't help. Tiger's trying to hold its own. One Sherman could go down. There it goes. Now it needs to hold back all of the Allies. Dino and Michael are now gonna gun this thing down. Lots of Panzer Pioneers and stuff right here, though this could be, you know, shot pieces by the armor. There's the archers. He's gonna hide behind the building. This Tiger is literally sandwiched. There's 2 archers and this Tiger, and it's like, help. Please help. Where are you gonna go, Tiger? Alright, Allies at 15, Axis are at 230, give or take. AT rifles are hitting from the side. Archers that are moving their way on 2 different angles. This Tiger is so done. Oh, Panzer III trying to assist. But there's more. There's a Matilda here. The Grant. He's going to make a break for it. He's going to try. Not a bad idea to get this Archer dead. But alas, he's unable to. And this Panzer III hits this. You could have killed the Archer. But now Archer gets veterancy. He's up to vet 3. So, you know. That's not great. Tiger moving on up. We got ourselves a Matilda under fire thanks to that pack gun. Tiger in the pack should be able to kill this. Let's see. Tiger is not in range to put additional shot down. Does hit the commandos though. Gustatori moving on up. Grant opening. Archer's opening fire on the Tiger. 17-pounder as well. Tiger is about to go down. Yeah, I was just hit with big guns from like 3 different angles. So, oh, Italian artillery though gets a good kill, but it's not going to be enough. The Allies are just too dominant with armor. We have 2 German armies that are essentially at 0. He's getting a recovery vehicle. That is very, at this point, ballsy. Unless you see other, I mean, there's a carcass here. I guess you could try to take. Carcass over here you could salvage, but. Again, the problem is the Allies are taking the territory and closing in on you, so you really don't have that many places to go. Like, I don't know what the plan is, legitimately. Panthers are getting heals thanks to the half-track. I mean, that's the most amount of armor. Oh! Okay, never mind. We got another Tiger. General Field Marshal deployed another one of those. So we got 2 Panthers and a Tiger versus what? 2 Archers, a Matilda, 2 Shermans, probably 2 Shermans by the time it moves up, and 2 Grants. Yeah, there's no way in hell the Germans are going to be able to launch an attack with that little armor. It's just not. And the Tiger's not even going toward mid to help with the Panthers. It's just going off by itself. So if the Allies group up, which they did very well, there was a good coordinated attack. If they group up, they'll be fine, but we'll see. All right. Let's see, Panthers moving on up. If they're lucky, they'll they hit the Sherman, which is actually weaker. Paratroopers opening fire with bazookas. Sherman is very low, does pull back. AT gun opening fire. Half-track goes down. We are the Germans already lost half their VPs in reserve. Good artillery knocks out the AT gun at least. Looks like we have a double or triple attack. 1 Pinch Pioneer. Let's see, we got Saigan, General Field Marshal, Lichu, all trying to push back, telling. In theory, it's like, yeah, 3 players joining forces together to deal with a common threat. Problem is the fact that only one of those players actually has a Tiger. And only one of those players has an AT gun. So, and it's the same player. So, also, I think there was a mine right there, so this Tiger is going to be crippled here real soon. And Rangers are just going to be launching delaying actions. This one needs to retreat, but there's another one right here. Air supports in mid, hitting the Tiger from Lichu, as well as Inky's Panther. Already one of them is dead. I'm assuming the airstrike did that. But we are down 1 Sherman, so they got at least 1 successful kill. Axis are taking mid. Looks like we have more bombers coming in to mid. Alright, I'm sure the Germans will learn their lesson and move, right? Obviously, they're going to move. Alright, and there. Well, okay, that one was not nearly as bad as it could have been, but the Pioneer Squad did bite it. Germans are down to 50 points. The attack up north by Gustatori is actually being somewhat successful. Ranger Squad is running. Captain is on standby. They're taking this, I guess, to stop the any potential future repairs. Recovery vehicle is injured, salvaged the fuel there, but Saigan doesn't. He has a lot of manpower. That's something he could be using, but not fuel. He does not have a lot of that. Armor does take mid, but at the cost of the Tiger dying, thanks in part to the archers. Good job, Dino, for neutralizing that Tiger. Panther and pack gun moving back, though. There's not really much for them to defend that sector. Mines being placed here. Again, the Germans need another victory point. And I am wow, okay, grab this, but you don't grab that. Sure. Paratroopers moving on in. Tiger as well coming on in. And paratrooper and pathfinder squad pull back. Gustatori moving on in. Pack gun right there. Hits the Sherman. Pack gun returning fire, but not really. Oh, there we go. Hits the Tiger. Captain under fire. Literally, Gustatori gets a good kill. All right, VP. Oh, wow. It's 15 to 15. Gustatori with 18 kills. This one has 13. All right, they kill the infantry. Maybe they got something here. Maybe. Oh, wait. Here comes the Pathfinder and the... Oh, never mind. Pathfinder squad died. Now only paratroopers. Gustatori versus 3 paratroopers. Middle look like it's falling to the allies, though. Pack guns are trying their absolute best. They keep the Shermans away, and the paratrooper squad's the last one left. This guy needs to turn around and engage. We have some artillery there. Oh, west. Okay. Paratrooper squad takes this. It's GG. Oh, nope. Commandos dropping on in to mid. I'm gonna guess the archers did a lot of work. That's my guess. Well, only one remains, but still, I'm not seeing any German armor. And this guy's gone full artillery, so he's like, yeah, I'm done with Panthers. I'm sure my teammates will be fine with me going all artillery. Meanwhile, the allies have this completely locked down, which archers and Matilda, it's like, buddy. They don't need artillery right now. Ooh. Gustatori was just being pounded by the arty, and yeah, the squad on it just died. All right, that's GG. That was a pretty good game. That was actually by oh my god, Dino. Thank you, Dino, very much for the replay. You did get top damage. Oh boy, let's see. Top kills goes to Telling. Vehicle kills goes to Jensmus. His Sherman push was pretty fantastic, hitting that axis weak point. And assisting all of you guys with that push. Again, pretty good overall. Damage-wise, yeah, pretty good. Leechy, that has to beat the Blackfurling. That has to be. Yeah, not real standouts, just Inky and Leechy doing okay with their overall kills. Panzer Pioneers, not bad, 43. For weaker infantry, that's actually pretty solid numbers. And I'll even get this. The Elephant didn't do too bad. It killed 2 vehicles. Again, I feel like it would have actually been pretty good. You just kind of overextended it. But overall, not too shabby. Matilda's 45 kills, again, equally pretty good. Because Matilda's they become harder to keep alive. Because their relevance is, you know, sort of neutralized by heavy tanks. So the fact you got that many kills with them in the late game is pretty good. Gustatori 37 kills, not so great because 3 of them died. Yeah, they are pretty expensive to just keep losing them like that. Commandos though, 6 of them, and you lost 3. Also, and only 23. That's even worse. Grants, not actually all that great in the grand scheme of things. Sorry, Michael, but yeah, charging an elephant head on with a Grant, maybe not a bad idea. I get, in theory, the Grant's that's his, you know, ultimate thing is, you know, direct fire, but the elephant has a way bigger gun and better armor than you. Nebelwerfer's first 56 kills. I'm assuming he was putting pressure on those blobs. Pathfinders, again, took some heavy losses here. Shermans did okay with infantry kills. The big thing is vehicle kills. That's what really elevated these Shermans, because the flanks were so damn good. Paratroopers, 20 kills. 2 vehicles they supported to kill, so not too bad. Gustatori, again, this one's a lot better. The App 2 never died. That's really good. Because, again, it's like you're not constantly buying a new one. Tiger Tank as well. You got 2 of them. 32 kills, 1. Okay. Last but not least, we got the Shermans with 27 kills, no vehicles, so this one's a lot worse. But I guess there's only 2, so at least you didn't have that many on the field. Rangers, though, 55. You did lose all 3, but you got 2 vehicles with that, so not too bad. All right, but what do you guys think of this game? Let me know down below. This has been Greyshot17, reminding you to support the channel if you can. Like, subscribe, do what you guys do best. And I do appreciate all you guys watching my content after all these years. Thank you. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb, Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.